Thank you, Abby. Well, first it was Butler University, a small private college in Indiana, offering an anti-Trump course. Now an Ivy League school is following suit.
Of course. Well, Cornell is joining the resistance by adding a class this fall called America Confronts the World. The course description reads, Donald Trump and Barack Obama give two visions of America and the world. Get this, xenophobic nationalism, and for Obama, it's pragmatic cosmopolitanism.
Joining us now is a campusreform.org correspondent and junior at Cornell, Neetu Chandak. Nice to see you this morning, Neetu.
Thank you for having me.
So first of all, what is pragmatic cosmopolitanism?
I can't even say it.
When I first read that, I wasn't exactly sure what to think. All I could tell was that there was this unfair comparison between President Barack Obama and then President Donald Trump, who, by the way, has just served 100 days in office. And I think it just goes to show, reading the syllabus, that the professor is really not interested in having a fair conversation. And I'm not very surprised that Cornell University would allow such a course to take place. They have been known for liberal bias and indoctrination, and it's something I've seen as a reporter with the Leadership Institute campus reform.
Neetu, it almost sounds like it would be a semester-long critique of the president. Do you feel like in any way, if you walked into that class, you would get a fair representation of how President Trump sees the world and how President Obama saw the world?
So based on the syllabus, it doesn't seem like a fair conversation. So if I were to walk into the classroom, I don't think I would feel comfortable expressing my views. And again, I'm somebody who likes to take a fair stance. I think it's important that we are critical of the president, but we also recognize the good that he's done. So I don't think that would be encouraged in this class.
Sure. Is there an overwhelming liberal bias on that campus?
Oh, absolutely. I would say being a conservative, or for that matter, even being a moderate, is a very difficult lifestyle here. I can tell you that I'm right now an RA, and in my personal experience, when my staff and when my boss found out that I held different political views than them, I was treated differently. It felt like an unwelcome environment, and I can tell you that my boss came up to me and said, how can we make this better? And even though I gave suggestions, like having more fair conversations, watching videos that represent all sides of various issues, there was no true effort to alleviating the tension in our RA meetings. And that's one of the reasons why I'm stepping down from the role.
Well, Neetu, just stepping back for a second, you've got indoctrination of an entire generation of left-wing views in campuses like Cornell. What are the consequences of that for our country?
Well, I think one of the greatest consequences would be people aren't able to think freely. When you have a professor telling you what is right and what is incorrect, rather than having the students decide for themselves, to research beyond the headlines and analyze the situations for themselves, I think they just take whatever the professor tells them, and they're not able to see the indoctrination as well. I've talked to students around campus, and unless you are the different person, unless you think differently, you can't see the indoctrination that's happening.
That's a great point.
All right, Neetu, thanks for waking up early with us there on campus. We appreciate it.
And keep up the fight.
Thank you for having me.
Appreciate it.
Brave to be up at 6 a.m.
I know.
on college campus.
And Skyping from Cornell. I'm sure her professors may see that segment. Good luck to her.